Hello. Last night I saw Ant-Man. I was pleasantly surprised. It was a good movie. I won't give any spoilers in this, just so you know. I'll just give you a quick sort of 2 cents on what I thought it was like. The way the movie felt to me is a bit like Guardians of the Galaxy, in that it's not quite as mainstream as some of the other Marvel characters, some of the other Marvel movies we've had, what most people know about Marvel, and it was more of a comedic feel to it than anything else. But Guardians of the Galaxy was probably my favourite Marvel movie, at least in recent years, and this is very similar to that, so it was a movie that's definitely worth checking out. There were good, solid performances all round, the actors were good, some really funny performances, some of the one-liners and some of the comedic back and forth was brilliant. It was good, really well done. The plot was a bit wishy-washy. It was a good introduction to Ant-Man as a character, bit of backstory on obviously Hank Pym. Bit strange that it seems to be a whole generation sort of in front of what it should be. Hank Pym should really be the similar age to Tony Stark, but it's showing him as a similar age to Howard Stark, and obviously, like, we're on to the next Ant-Man already. So that was a bit odd, but it doesn't have to be exact. The actual sort of bad guy and what they had to do, it was a bit just for the sake of it, if that makes sense. It doesn't really detract from the movie at all, but it just was a little bit for the sake of it. The villain was just a bit sort of mediocre, but he had to be doing something, right? So it was good. It was nothing wrong with it, and I would definitely recommend going to see it in the cinema. Really good special effects, really entertaining. I don't think you'd have to have really any knowledge of Marvel or interest in Marvel to enjoy it. Any age would enjoy it. It was just a good fun movie. It's going to tie in nicely with the Infinity Wars and what's coming next. It doesn't make all that much sense still. Come back to the plot. Why we've only just heard now about Hank Pym is a bit strange. It seems like it's an afterthought. It seems like they started the Avengers and all those kinds of movies, and then somewhere down the line they thought, oh well, let's do Ant-Man movie. And then it was too late to sort of retcon that, to retrospectively put in that Hank Pym was the start of the Avengers and that kind of stuff. So that's a bit of a shame, really. But the way they've done it will work. It's not a problem. I'll do a quick roundup of a few of the items in movies for this particular movie, because obviously he's Ant-Man, he's going really small, and it's Marvel, comic book. Special effects is going to be a big part of it, right? So, special effects, I would give it 4 out of 5 Mario heads. The scenes when he's small are excellent. You can see dust particles floating around, it's all a bit blurry, and everything looks really photorealistic with him running along like bathtubs and stuff. And it is really, really well done. And it kind of just shows there's no limitation now. We can just have any comic book character come to life. For the plot, I'm only going to give it 3 out of 5 bananas. I think that's maybe a little bit generous, but that's because the movie's really good. So if I give it less, it would seem like it wasn't. So I'll give it 3 out of 5. But as the job of introducing a new character, it does it well. And Paul is really good as Ant-Man, I would have to say that. And moving on to the actors, for acts and performances, I'll give it 4.5 out of 5 sexy Wonder Woman. Michael Pena, I think I pronounced that correctly, was really funny. Good little back and forths, good one-liners. He seems to have this incredible ability to have like a smug, happy, but completely mindless grin on his face the whole time, and it's just brilliant. And he also says a few sort of things that just you wouldn't think would come out of his mouth, so that was good. Paul was really good. Michael Douglas was really impressive, actually. I think it's a strange movie for him to do, but it's one of his better performances, really, especially in recent years. So yeah, he gets that 4.5 out of 5. And so for an overall, that would average out as 3.83 recurring. I'm going to be a little bit generous and bump that up to 4. So overall I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 mushroom clouds. Boom. So wrapping up, I think you should go and see it. I think you'll enjoy it. And if you don't enjoy it, don't come to me for a refund, because I haven't got any money. I spent it all at the cinema and then got drunk afterwards. I feel a bit hungover, but you don't need to know about that. But if you don't enjoy it, tough shit basically. Thanks for watching. Please give a like, and if you want to see more stuff like this, click subscribe.
If you want to hear more random nonsense spewing out of my face, click that bloody massive red subscribe button. Bye!